Hi, just wanted to do a little video how to make some booklets out of tea packets since it's winter and I know we drink a lot of tea, and I have some that are like this kind, and they are not paper, they are plastic. And what I did is just I put my fingers inside and I opened it on the sides, so it might tear. Some do, some don't. Like here you can see, but mostly I'm trying to get the image out and the back side. So what I'm gonna do now is cut the white bits off even here, and then go from there to make myself a little tiny booklet. So now I'm going to align them so they're gonna be the same size front and back, and score it a little bit and open it up and just cut on the middle. And now we have something like this, because it was I think it was like this, and I didn't want to have a spine here, so that's why I'm cutting it open. And I have front and back cover. And if you don't like what's on the front or on the back, you can turn it around and put something else on, an image or whatever you want, a stamp. With the paper ones, you can just put some color on if you wanted to. Okay, so I wanted to do the cover, and I'm gonna use these. I have a bunch more prepared here. I have a little bit of thicker paper. It's not very flimsy, but if you do have a very flimsy page, then book page, then you can just use 2 or 3 together. I am going to glue them on the paper using my glue stick so that they actually don't slide. And this is like a sewing project, so yeah, I'm gonna be sewing this. So I'm just gonna go to the corner and try to align it with the edge and put it down and smooth it out. And this is actually the back. So the back cover is the first, and then I'm gonna leave like a, I don't know, 3 millimeters, maybe 2-3 millimeters of space gap between front and back, so I have my spine. And since this page is like, it's a little bit thicker, but it's not very thick, I am going to fold it again, just like so. I'm gonna put some glue randomly, like so. And then I'm going to just fold, because I'm gonna cut around. It doesn't matter if I have a lot at the bottom, and it's gonna be easier to cut as well. So basically that's it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to sew all around this, the front and then the back, and then I'm gonna come back and show you how it looks like. Okay, it's all stitched, as you can see. Now it's a tiny little booklet, and you can just take a bunch of papers and paint them, whatever you want to do with them, and then sew them in the spine with 3 pamphlet stitch, or just 2 stitches, or a staple, whatever you want to do. But you have really cute notebook. Really love them. I'm gonna make all the rest. I have here a bunch of them, and I want to make them all into a booklet. So if you want to open it up like this, you would just put the papers down like so, and then the spine would be at the top. So if you don't know what to put inside of a cover, you can just make a bunch of the covers and save them, and whenever you need them for the project, you cut the papers, you make them fit for your junk journal, whatever you're working in. Maybe some people don't have these plasticky ones, and they have these regular, when you open them up, they are paper. I would glue them shut with tiny little bit of glue. so it doesn't pucker, and smooth them out as they are originally. Now I would just cut it down. I would cut top and bottom. If I wanted to have a booklet like this to open like so, or I would just cut the bottom if I wanted to have a booklet to be opened like this. Since this is fairly thin paper, I'm just gonna use one book page here and glue it down, and I'm going to stitch same way that I did this one. First the front cover all around and then the back cover all around, and that's gonna be it. It's basically done. I do like that I can see the text from the white parts, so if you have something similar that is a lot of white in paper, then put something interesting in the back. That way you can actually see through. So I decided I want to make some pages for this one, and I have some cutoffs here to see if I can use them up and make a booklet out of those white pages. So just gonna cut it here and here, I guess, or maybe I can have them really tight inside, so it's gonna be somewhere here. And let's say 4 pages, 6. Okay, let's do 6 pages because I have doubles from binding some journals. So I've got my cover stitched front and back. I wanted to use the pages. Well, so I'm gonna use these pages. I was just thinking I could actually do something like stitch lines with my sewing machine, so you can write on it. You actually have lines on all the papers, but it's kind of a lot of work. If you have a one big piece of paper and you do the stitching, it's going to be kind of easier, and that way you can actually practice your straight stitch. But anyway, I wanted just to say that you could do that and then cut that sheet down and have lines. It's going to be much bulkier, so include less pages inside of this small kind of booklet. But overall, if you want to do the lines, you would probably need a smaller piece of cardboard or something when you want to write. So you put it behind the page so you can write on it. I think that would be best, but let's just stick with this plan. I'm gonna gather the pages together, and then I am going to sew them in. Well, let's do that. What else could you do with pages like this? I guess if I would have some coffee, I would just dunk them in on each side and let them dry like this. So you would have a little bit of interest, or you could do that with watercolors or whatever pigment or ink, like a food dye coloring or something. They would just get a little bit of interest. Or another thing is just stitching all around, or just a little bit of stitching somewhere. That would be fine too, to make them interesting. This one is gonna be plain because I'm lazy and I don't want to do that right now, but some ideas for you if you want to do that. I got my pokey tool, and I'm gonna try to do 3. I'm gonna try to do 3 holes, and I need to put a clip here just in case I move something, because I really don't want to do that. Just random holes. 3, 2, and 2, 3. I don't like to go to the very edge, just because I'm not sure it's gonna tear or not. Gonna take my needle, and now, since this tea actually comes with something extra, it's this little pool where you actually dunk your tea in. I want to use the string of this and have it as a dangle up front. So I think I'm gonna start here, and let me just see if this is long enough or not. I'm gonna do the reverse thing that I usually do, because I usually go from the inside. I mean, you could go from the inside as well, and then it would just be hanging from top down, which is kind of cool too. But I wanted to have it from the front this time. Keep dropping my needle. Okay, go inside. I need a little bit more. Give me a little bit more. Okay. Let's see if I can do this, or if it's too short. But I think it's supposed to be like long enough, because I try to cut it really close to the bag, so I have long strings. And you know, you don't need to match them, and if you don't have them, you can make them as well. I'm pretty sure I made a video, but I'm not sure I uploaded it. If I would start in this position, like very left side, I would have it dangle right here. Maybe that would be the best, because now I'm covering the front, but I already tied it, so I don't mind. I'm gonna just leave it as it is. And I made 2 more, so I'm gonna create 2 more as well. Just I might do different papers inside. These are some jelly prints. They kind of go with the colors, I guess. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put more pages inside. I was thinking, I have a lot of book pages, so maybe thinner book pages that I just use some gesso on it with my brayer, so you can write on it, or glue stuff on, or I don't know. I was thinking something with those book pages. And yet again, I'm gonna try to use these, probably one in the middle and one at the back or something, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, let's put this aside, and then maybe I can try to figure out the closure here, or if I weight it down, probably it's gonna stay closed a little bit better. Let me try to find those little booklets that are not finished. And the last one is you open it like this. I don't have any tea bag toppers from this, so I might as well just use regular thread, something like this. This is like yellow, so it's gonna go with it. But pretty much like you can use a lot of book pages for this kind of craft. You can also use other type of packaging, like I have this smaller coffee classic. You just pour hot water over it and the drink is ready, the coffee is ready. So this is the same way as I made these. So front and back, I cut the top and the bottom and the side, and you know, it's the same way. So you can use a larger packaging from sauerkraut, from whatever you have, to make a really easy, simple junk journal. And even with the spine, if you want to have more pages in or more signatures, you would just use like a cardboard spine. I mean, they're really cute. I really love them. I think I'm gonna put some coffee dyed papers inside of this so I can put it into my coffee journal. Hopefully this kind of inspired you to use up your packaging, to utilize it, to have a memory what it was looking like down the road when you go through your junk journals and see all of the small embellishments from the packaging. because some covers they change, and you know, I think they're pretty, the designers make really pretty stuff. So even the back, you can see what they actually put inside and how you make it and all that. I think it's worth preserving, and there is less trash in the trash can as well. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.